If you're the reliable one, the person everyone leans on, I want to start with something that might sting a little. The most dependable person in the room is usually the most depleted, and it's not because they can't say no. Let me explain what I mean. Most high achievers I work with have built impressive lives. The career, the reputation, the long list of things they handle without being asked. On paper, it looks like success. Privately, there are these quiet moments where they wonder whose life they're actually living. Here's what's underneath that. People pleasing at work isn't a personality quirk, and it isn't a discipline problem. It's a protective pattern. It's what happens when you learned early that staying safe meant staying useful, that needing less made you easier to keep. So you keep choosing what other people expect from you over what you actually want. And most of the time, you don't even notice you're doing it. The yes just comes out before your own preference even gets a vote. Now, I call this self abandonment. It's the slow habit of choosing what others expect over what you actually want until the wanting goes quiet. And the hard part is the strategy really does work for a while. You get praised for it, you get handed more because you're so capable. The rewards keep coming, so you keep saying yes. And you don't notice the cost until your body or your resentment starts keeping the count for you. Now, here's a reframe I really want you to hear. The yes is not weakness. It's just an old strategy, still running long after the danger passed. You're not broken for doing this. You learned something smart a long time ago, and it kept you connected, didn't it? It just stopped serving you somewhere along the way, and nobody told you that you were allowed to update it. So the fix isn't a bigger, more dramatic no. Sweeping change actually backfires because it sets off the same alarm that drove the people pleasing in the first place. The shift is smaller and honestly a little harder. It's a question. The next time that yes rises up in you, before it leaves your mouth, pause. Perhaps another unseen solution exists. So ask yourself one quiet thing. Not can I do this? Because you and I both know you can. You always can. The question is, do I actually want to? You don't have to act on the answer yet. I know that's really hard to do. You just have to let yourself hear it. Because if the wanting has been quiet for years, it needs practice being asked again. That's the whole beginning, not a life overhaul. One honest yes that was never really yours, noticed for what it is. That noticing is where it starts to turn. And I'll say this gently because honestly, I have lived it. You can build an entire life on other people's needs or expectations and still lose yourself inside it. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's the prerequisite for everything good you're trying to build. When you lead from obligation, or as I joke with my clients, obligation, people get a watered down version of you. When you lead from genuine choice, they get the real one. And the real one is better for everyone. So here's what I'd leave you with this week. If approval weren't on the line, what's the one thing you'd choose differently? Just sit with that one. And if this resonated, the Self Trust Society is where we go deeper. $5 a month. Link is in the show notes below.